If they are delete from the game, I absolutely hated these fights. If they are in it's mostly because they are either enhanced versions of the regular mobs that you meet, or they don't have any mechanics that stand out to me. If they are fun, they are fun. I think the mechanics are alright, but not necessarily epic. I don't really have a hard time fighting them, but they are not super boring to the point where I don't remember what they do. And if they're epic, they're epic. They're epic. Okay, Moorwing, first boss, I'll put It's the first boss. It really doesn't matter as much. Blaze, the first fight was pretty cool. It is one of the first fights where you get to experience like a faster paced combat. And it's the first encounter as well. So, you know, Belbeast had some mechanics that were fun, so I think it's alright. It is also one of the first bosses that you fight in the game just to unlock the Bell Station. I would say it's fun. It's not but it's fun. Fourth chorus is that boss around the magma area, and I think that was pretty cool. Rank it above the Belbeast. You could just kill it outright, but you could also use the newly gained hover mechanic, the Drifter's Cloak, to like smash the thing above its head. More of a tutorial, I guess. It's not a difficult boss, really. It's a boss that does 2 damage and shit, but you know, it is what it is. Most bosses do 2 damage anyway. Oh, Tyrant is I don't think that's a boss at all. So, Savage Beastfly. The first time you encounter this is in the Beast Crest place. The most annoying part about that fight is just the run back. Every time you die to it, it's a run back. It summons units, it summons the flying units, it summons the ground units. That's fine. Pretty standard in the second time you meet it as well, right where the fourth chorus was. However, it spawns units that fly around and spew fireballs at your face that does 2 damage, along with itself that does 2 damage, and I think that fucking sucks. So delete it from the game, please. Just fuck this boss. Widow, fucking epic. It is the first boss fight in the game with a second phase. It's a reoccurring thing. I think a lot of the cool fights share some mechanics in some ways. It's just animated differently, has a different pattern maybe. It does this thing where it slides across the map, and a lot of bosses have that, but I still think it's very cool. One of the first extremely cool boss fights in the game. Phantom, come on. Phantom is like top 3 for me. It is the boss in the Mist, an area that you could very well miss, no pun intended. The way the fight was introduced as well, she was just playing the organ. It's like a freaking full-on Castlevania introduction. So one of the coolest boss fights in the game for me. Moorwing was the boss in Greymoor. I don't remember it that much. So if I don't remember it that much, The Great Conchflies, it's a combo, right? It does like tandem attacks. So I think that's fine. It's cool. I think it's cooler than Belbeast. Last Judge is very cool. It's the final boss of Act 1. Is how you get into the Citadel. One of the first major hurdles that you get in the game, besides Widow, I guess. This boss took me around 2 hours. If you could even count it as phase 3, it just does a different variant of his attack. A fire circle thing, instead of it being once, he just does it constantly and you gotta avoid all of it. I think this boss is pretty damn cool. Cogwork Dancers, without a doubt. For me, the coolest boss fight in the game. Tandem Dancers, 4 phases. If you would count the 4th as a 4th phase, technically it isn't. It's just a put him out of its misery kind of phase. The music is cool as hell. The mechanics are not difficult at all. It's just them moving simultaneously. On the 2nd phase, they start moving individually. It's a very, very, very cool fight. Extremely creative. And towards the end, you just get kind of sad because you eventually kill one of them and they lose their dancing partner, and then you see them like going for the dual attack, and it's just like one of them floating there. It's like, oh, literally the best boss fight in the game. I don't think anything beats it. Trobbio! I like Trobbio. I really do like Trobbio. This fight is what I call the Chinese New Year fight because it's just full of fireworks. There's so much stuff that just fucks up your eyes, but I think it's a really cool fight. It's a fast-paced fight as per usual. Most of the fights that you would see that I put on Epic are fast-paced. Signis And Gron, I think they're just mobs. I don't think they're bosses. Correction, these are actually bosses in the game and they appear in Act 3. I did fight them, but I did it off stream while I was exploring. They look so generic that I don't really remember much of them. But if there's one thing I could change about this tier list, it would be to move them down to delete from the game. Because
fuck you,
Groal.
and fuck you, I'm out.
Fuck this guy. Bywater's bench is so far away. The actual bench that's on the map are fake shit. The run back is pretty far away. The arena style map that you gotta go through to get to the boss fight is annoying. Every time you gotta restart it. I spent about 3 hours on this boss fight and I don't think it is worth it at all. Fortunately for me, it is a necessary boss to get to Act 3. Going into this boss, I didn't know it was. Even though I love the music of this area is nasty. This area has ninjas. This area has big motherfuckers. And this area has this guy. So delete it from the game. The Unraveled. Deleted from the game. This is one of my prime examples. Whenever I say a boss fight is annoying, oh, this is just a big motherfucker in the small map. This spawns as that do 2 damage. Everything it does 2 damage. For whatever reason, this boss has telekinesis as well, to the point where it controls spears in its second phase. And before you fight him, you gotta fight through the slinky potato motherfuckers. Most of its mechanics is based on just him dashing left to right or him spewing corpses at you. I do not enjoy fights like this, where it's just big motherfucker in small spaces. Disgraced Chef Lugoli, I don't care for this boss that much. It's the Chef in Sinner's Road. If you equip the Parasite charm, that makes it a lot easier. Relatively easy boss. I don't remember much of his mechanics. I don't think it was that difficult of a fight. I think it's nothing really memorable about it, except he tries to shove his whole badonkadonk in your face hole. Exactly why you First Sinner was really cool. I think it's cooler than Last Judge. It is the boss found in the slab. She is fast. It took me quite a few tries, not necessarily as long as some of the other bosses, but 30-40 minutes took me to down this boss, and I think it was relatively cool. What is the Craggler? Sister Splinter is the one that just hits you from above. Okay, so my bad. Sister Splinter is just like the bitch that dangles from above and it just tries to hit you all the time. I think it's It doesn't change my rating. Same goes with the Craggler. The Craggler was the one that I thought was the Sister Splinter, the one that spews acid from above, and there's a platform, you hide underneath it and hop up and just up attack it. So it's not a fight that's super hard, it's not a fight that's super memorable, it's just a fight that exists. Father of the Flame, I think. This is the boss where you just bounce. You just pogo it to death. That's pretty much this boss. He spawns ads as well, and the ads, you use them to pogo as well. And that's pretty much this boss. I think it's alright. It's not super fun. I would say it's at the bottom of fun for sure. Karmelita. Karmelita, top 3. If it's not for the Cogwork Dancers, I think Karmelita would be number 1. Karmelita is amazing. It's an amazing fight. She was the first boss I fought in Act 3. So going into this fight, the music builds in the fight as well. You go through the arena fight, that's fine. That part's relatively easy. I don't really mind that as much. And then you hit the boss itself. The music goes full orchestral and it's like, oh shit. Then the boss fight itself was really cool. She kind of does similar things to Trobbio. I don't know if it's because she's red or I'm racist. I don't know. Doesn't make it any less harder overall though, because that boss took me 2 hours. I had to repeatedly change my tools just to see which ones worked. And when I finally got it down, I'm like, this is the kind of fight that makes this game so satisfying. Regardless of how difficult it is the kind of fight that once you get past it, you're like, shit, that was fun. That wasn't a waste of time. That wasn't Groal. That wasn't the Unraveled. Those are the fucking savage Beastfly, the fucking bitches. I said bitch. Voltwyrm was Sands of Karak. It's pretty much like an electric area and the whole place is like purple. And you get towards the end, get to this boss. It wasn't that difficult of a boss. I wouldn't say it's fun, but I wouldn't say it's either. So I'll put it towards the end of fun. Not super memorable though. Easily missable. Raging Conchfly. This is gonna get me copyrighted. It's just a mob, bro. I don't think it's anything special. It just does the pinball thing. Just you can deflect the thing as well, so it doesn't matter. Second Sentinel. Never fought him. I did res it with the Clockwork Heart. I don't know where it was, and I didn't know you could fight it. Broodmother was The boss in the slab is just an arena, and then you fight the boss. So it's like typical Most of these I think are just typical Bell Eater was fun. I would put it in the same category as Belbeast because it kind of does the same thing. It's the first boss you encounter in Act 3. The only boss in the game that exposes his butthole towards you for whatever reason. When you fight it, you either hit the head or you hit the asshole. Phasmified Zango never fought. Didn't even see him, to to be honest. Never really found a need to ever go back to that place. Tormented Trobbio, same rank as Trobbio. I found Tormented Trobbio a lot easier than regular Trobbio. His attacks are largely the same. It's purple. It's not that much harder, to be honest. But I think it's fine. Crust King Khann is pretty cool. The arena leading up to him was alright. I don't think it's that hard. You can use the terrains to kill the mobs as well, which I think are pretty cool. The really cool thing about this fight is that it is a pure mage fight. You are 1v1ing a mage. I don't think any other fights in the game does this. If you consider Trobbio to be like a mage class or whatever, that's fine. It still does this thing where it tries to approach you though. Like it has a distance closer. Khann tries his best to avoid you. Every time he jumps, he's gonna jump back. So he doesn't do melee attacks. He does like casting, full straight line or diagonal attacks or whatever. Trying Guardian Seth. Cooler than Trobbio. You're fighting Captain America. What's cooler than that, man? Come on. I did find out that this boss was based on one of the fans who lost their life before Silksong came out, and it is a really nice tribute. Especially considering I did go back to Fleetopia after fighting this boss, and then you freaking see him. He beats all your scores. He owns you. My hard work.
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
Nyleth is the flower that he was protecting, and I think it's cool. I would say she's on top of fun more than being on bottom of epic. It was the only fight in the game where you needed to rely on wall climb, and I think having the Ascendance Grip did a lot of work. You go not be sliding around on the walls and shit. It is mostly just you're waiting for her to dash, then you bounce on it.
You must bounce on it.
And then she dies, and that's pretty much it. Palestag didn't fight. Clover Dancers didn't fight. I didn't hit Lost Verdania. It's just something, if I ever want 100% it, I'll do it at my own time. Lost Garmond, one of the saddest, I don't know. Cogwork Dancers might be a bit sadder, but I think Lost Garmond is a very sad boss fight. Not particularly hard. It uses a lot of the mechanics that you see the void infused enemies do. They spew the things and it turns into a Beyblade. Fighting this boss is sad though. You see him and you see Zaza and they're like fighting their way through shit. Yeah, he gets corrupted by the void, which is unfortunate, and you gotta kill him. You gotta put him down. Zaza stays by his side at the end as well. Reminds me of Futurama. Pinstress was a cool fight as well. She is annoying though. She just keeps floating around. Not particularly memorable, but just fun to fight. Actually, in that case, I should have just put it here. I think it's a fun fight. There's nothing that stands out for me that makes it super epic. Could say the same thing for Lost Garmond, but Garmond is special, right? He's an NPC that you meet that many times and you form like a bond with him. And he dies and it's sad and it's like, I do not know what this is. Who is Gurr? Oh, he's the guy that does the thing and it opens and shit. Yeah, I fought him. At bottom of fun. I wouldn't put him an eh. Most Act 3 bosses are actually fun. I wouldn't say he's particularly memorable. He's just someone you encounter when you want to go across the far fields. That's pretty much it with this one. So Lost Lace. Oh my fucking god, Lost Lace. Lost Lace took me 5 hours. It do be what it do be. Because she is the final boss of the game, she's gotta be difficult. I don't think she was the best boss in the game because there was a lot of annoying points to fighting her. Like the touch damage. The touch damage is insane. Every time you touch her is 2 damage. Everything she does is 2 damage. Nothing she does is 1 damage. She could disappear and she could pop up right underneath Hornet's skirt and you eat 2 damage.
What did he say?
Spawns a lot of projectiles. She spawns a lot of shit on the floor. She spawns tidal waves. She does everything. I'ma be honest. I was 2+ hours in and I found out that she had a phase 2. And I'm like, can I even fucking beat her? I had my doubts, man. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I didn't sleep. It was almost nighttime. I was gonna go eat dinner. Then edit videos. I'm like, do I freaking beat her? Can I freaking beat her? And I ended the game. As unfun as some parts of the fight was, especially due to the touch damage as I mentioned, I still think it was worth it, and it's appropriate that One Winged Angel is playing in the background because holy shit, she is the final boss. Getting that last cutscene to see Ghost, lovely way to end the game, and then the freaking mushroom popped out and I'm like, what the fuck. Watcher at the Edge. I do not remember this dude. I might have, but I don't remember So if I don't, I'm just gonna put it here because I don't remember. Apparently, you gotta use the Silk Sword to reach him. I don't remember that as much. Crawfather is the final boss in the Greymoor area. You get a message from the crows. That's like the start of the quest. You get a gauntlet thing. You kill all the crows, and he's like the final boss. I don't really even remember him that much. I just remember where he was. I just remember the story leading up to him. I just don't remember his fight. I don't even remember what he does. What is the summon savior? Steel Soul mode. Hell no. Shakra, I have never fought. Garmond, I've never fought. I didn't even know you can fight these two. Grandmother Silk, the final boss of most people's Silksong run. I think Act 3, if you could afford the time to go to Act 3 is very worth it. All the boss fights in Act 3 are cool. The ending in Act 3 is a lot better than the ending of Act 2. I don't think the regular ending of Act 2 did anything for me. I just found it underwhelming, just like the boss. He is very underwhelming. He took me a few tries, yeah, but I still found the second lace fight to be... Oh, they don't have a second lace. Okay, so without counting the first lace battle that you find in the cauldron area, I don't remember what area that's called. I think this version is a lot better than the actual final boss, which is the Grandmother Silk. A lot harder as well. She moves very fast. A lot of her moves are similar to the first encounter you see. She's just that much faster. You're fighting her in a Smash Bros stage. It's just one singular platform. You could hop onto the side, but she follows you as well. She can jump on walls as well. I didn't know that. That's how one of my deaths happened. Grandmother Silk is mostly just up attack, 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 dodge, up attack, up attack. Oh, strings all over the map. Find a hole. Up attack, up attack, up. That's pretty much it. That's the entire fight. But yeah, that's my Silksong boss tier list. I'll be doing a review next, so thank you guys for watching.